Hey everybody, thank you so much for checking the channel out today. My name is Agabus. This is your financial education channel. Today is Tuesday, the 10th, and yesterday with all the news that was circulating around the weekend, I wanted everybody else to focus on what they do best, and I thought I'd give everybody some space and time to figure that out. Now I'm going to jump in a bit to what may take place here with this conflict in regards to oil. This is not a political channel. This is not a political episode. We're just focusing a bit on inflation and oil. So let's jump into it. Over the weekend, I'm sure as many of you are aware of the conflict that took place over in the Middle East. And today we're going to talk a bit about oil because over the last couple of years, the strategic oil reserve has slowly been depleted, maybe quickly been depleted. And it's interesting what took place here over the weekend because the reason why the strategic oil reserve was created in the first place was to help the U.S. to have a better supply chain with oil in the event of some of these conflicts around the world, not to try to keep the prices of oil low because of a president who is in the office. This has been a continuing issue again for quite some time now, and every article over the last few months has said we're at a low, and even the government has said we're not going to buy at these current prices to refill it. So now when there is an actual event that may have a ripple effect through the oil markets, now I think the concern may be even greater around oil and inflation. There were some good interviews that took place yesterday, which we'll jump into in just a minute. We'll see how all this plays out, but it's interesting from an economic side to see if oil starts to rise, does that fix inflation? Does that make the economy worse? Does oil not change at all? It seems like everything is going to be around this oil conversation over the next couple of days, couple of weeks to see how long, again, this conflict takes place. So let's jump over to CNBC and take a quick look at Fundstrat's Tom Lee and see what he has to say regarding oil and his 2 cents from yesterday's market.
But Tom, what about the oil impact here? In previous crises in the Middle East, we've seen oil skyrocket. Obviously, the dynamic is different today than historically. We can't make a direct analysis there, but are you concerned at all about the potential for oil to go above $100 a barrel and the implications therein for inflation to resurge?
Oil should have been up a lot more today if the market was worried about disruption from production. I think oil really weakened. We've had supply cuts all year, and oil's been weakening because we know demand's quite weak. I don't think demand is necessarily picking up. And, at the end of the day, I do think if it was going to make its move, it should have made a bigger move today. But again, interest rates in oil are very hard to predict, but to me, it's quite a muted move in oil.
Interesting. Well, up about 4% for ICE Brent currently.
Also, we got George Gammon over at the Rebel Capitalist who says that his concern is that the price of oil may top $150 a barrel.
We do too much on this channel, but what I want to talk about is the macro implications. What's going to happen to the price of oil? I was reading some reports saying that oil might go to $150 a barrel. So think about that. What would that do to the global economy? What would that do to the 2024 election in the United States? I mean, that in and of itself has massive ramifications.
So we'll make sure to stay on top of the oil price and oil news, bring it to you as fast as we can. It'll be interesting to see how oil and inflation gets fixed, how the global economy may respond to higher oil prices. What are your 2 thoughts? I think right now it's all speculation to see what may take place over the next coming days, few weeks, but give me your 2 cents in the comment section below. Would love to hear it. And thank you as always for chiming in, looking at the channel. As always, stay informed, stay inquisitive, stay subscribed for more, and we will see you next time.